Hello, nice to meet you. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a pretty good guy, which is surprising, given he's a Republican in California. But, you know, because he's not born in America, he can't be the president. But could you imagine, though, having Arnold Schwarzenegger as the president? It might work out pretty well. He might, like, force everyone to become bodybuilders, but hey, it's worth it. Could you imagine? Yes, everyone must work out. Behold, I have solved the health crisis by putting protein in literally everything. Haha! I'm sure that's not literally what he would do, but he would appreciate that joke. Yeah. Legitimately good guy. Like, read some of the pleas he's made about people in recent times. Especially about Germany lately. You know? Well, I don't mean Germany, I mean like World War II Germany, you know what I mean. Anyway, we don't need that P-switch. That's not part of this process.
Meanwhile, under the ice caverns, we find ourselves with a couple of fuzzies, and what the fuck, bullet bills out of nowhere, shit, you shit saucer. I'll remember this, you bastard. You bastard. Another winged spiny. Keep those coming. They naturally fit in my Mario game, so you may as well keep them. Although now I'm wondering if we had other Mario Maker weirdness going on, like the strange tall Mario for one. Or no, putting wings on like, well, everything else, like bullet bills and shit. Or just putting wings on Bowser. That's funny too. I'll never forget the thousands of levels that are just a bunch of Bowsers shoved into a single screen, hoping they can defeat me, but then they just give me 10 stars anyway. It's like, okay, it's a level, haha, I rate 0. Although, I shouldn't be too hard on those, because that's probably the equivalent of, like, a 6-year-old making a crayon drawing that you put in the fridge, so... That's probably why I don't go and, like, tell that to their face. I'll, like, dislike it on the grounds that I don't think it qualifies, but, you know, don't hate on the person making it. It's just a kid. Let him make shit. Alright. Fire in the ice caves. Haha. Wait, not yet. We have a secret exit to find. Well, we know where the keyhole is already. Which, again, is a question of, where's the goddamn key to my car? Whoops, where'd my car go? It went with my shipment. Fuck. Why is it that cargo's on a ship and shipment's in a car? We have forcibly destroyed the language in what pursuit? To make it unknowable? I don't know. I mean, we have bananas a loan word for one. How about right over here? Aha! Thank you, Senor Question Blocks appearing out of nowhere. And there's our key. And there's this. And then we go directly down. Yeah! I'm following your instructions! Luckily, I think the pipe is pretty close by. I guess I didn't have to go directly down like that. I could have tried returning from where I was, return the sender and all that. That's the best badge in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is return postage, where you deal a high percentage of damage back based on how much damage is done to you. It's pretty good. Just automatically damages based on, you know... I forget what the percentage actually is, but by that time in the game, you don't really need it. It's just bragging rights. Especially since that, you know, super boss that you don't actually have to fight is so much stronger than the final boss. Which tends to be a thing in RPGs. I get used to it. Music block madness. Brought to you by Sky Sanctuary Zone. Okay. See, that works. Flying Battery was just weird. But having Sky Sanctuary is fine when you have cloud levels. Go for it. Hey, when's your Sonic 3 Knuckles playthrough coming? Hey, man. You get to wait. I think the real question is would I do Knuckles in Sonic 2? I don't know if I feel the need. It's not as if the level design changes drastically, so I'm gonna just preemptively say no. Sorry.
Kind of like how in Sonic Origins Plus you can now play as Amy Rose in any of those games. I'm like, I don't really need to, but thanks anyways? It's cool that you can do that, but... I do not feel the need to have Sonic Origins, by the way. Although I do like how it's treated as... I think what appeals to me about Sonic Origins, if I ended up with it, is that it reminds me of when I had NES Remix 1 and 2 for the Wii U. Because the goal of the game was just to do something arbitrary, but that was... Since it was intended by Nintendo, or in this case Sega itself, you'd be like, okay, let's try it, you know. Like, the developer gives you achievements, as opposed to just them being arbitrary. That's actually the point of the game, is to do said achievements. You're like, alright, fine. What bonuses you get with doing that, I don't recall. But, hey, it's something. Lakitu's Revenge! And the Blue Switch Palace is somewhere over the hemisphere. There's just like a floating island with it on it. Ooh! Rainbow Road music. Okay. It's not rainbow enough here, but I'll take it. That's lovely, dude. Do-do-do-do! Where's your Mario Kart playthroughs? I'm sorry, dude. It turns out a lot of, like, older ROM hacks, which apply to, like, a lot of SNES games, since they were easy to hack at the time, it feels like people like to make level sets without actually giving them custom covers, so, yeah. If you don't have a custom cover, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to wait for someone to commission for me. I should have something for that. I keep saying it and not doing it. You know what else I keep forgetting? The freaking P.O. Box stuff. Maybe this week or next week, how about? I'm gonna try next month, actually. Actually, yeah, let's try it next month. Especially since I don't have to pay it, like, once a year. I think that's how that works. So, we'll see. Okay? And when I do, I'm just going to, I guess if you need an update on when that is, I could either just put it in, like, the profile. Yeah, I could put it in my YouTube post and tell you that then, because that's a relevant channel update. I haven't had a need to do a channel update, so that's why I haven't been seeing too many other than just remind you about the playlist, which is just more for the convenience of someone following it, because, even though I use it at the same time, I do actually give you the videos anyway, which would also be a notification. That just kind of seals the deal. So the first one is there to be like, I've officially, you know, cut the tape on it and it's going. Then the playlist means I've just done it on the same day, which I usually do. On the off chance that I don't, though, that's what that's for. And we do that. Okay. And with that, it's just that way you can also follow what order the playlists are in, I guess, from that feed or otherwise. Or if you actually like the playlist, you can like it from there, because I don't think you can have like or dislikes in a playlist necessarily. Or if you want to discuss the playlist by its, I don't know. It feels redundant, but it makes me feel better. Okay? I also do that shit now on social media too, so if for some reason it feels like it's kind of cookie cutter or cardboard, that's just because I'm just doing that as a reminder. And so I'll try to make that kind of out of the way, but also not like inaccessible, so you always know where to find that kind of stuff. Or at least in the way that makes sense. Ice water. It's a frozen little place. What's the name of the game? Success. Success a lot of people means it sucks. Sucking it around with your fire flower powers. Fire flower powers are the way. Try in that pipe there. Oh boy, back to the Metroid music, sure. Yes. I actually should do some Super Metroid ROM hacks. Those can be kind of tricky, though. Still, though, worth getting into. Yoshi! He is Yosh. I shall call him Joshi. Joshua. Joshi's competing, Mario! Hey Mario, Josh is compete. I can't do that voice at all. I can't do the cartoon Mario and Luigi voices. Too bad. If only I could, though. If only I were Charles Martinet and I was paid to be in a movie for 5 minutes as opposed to being actually the voice I've been paid to do my whole entire life. That's not weird or anything. Although, then thinking about it, I wonder if that Mario movie is just for people who've never actually heard of Mario before, which has the plausibility of being truer now for the newest generation of young children than before. That could be why. Hence all the references to, like, the references are a bonus for people who are already familiar with it, but then also for, you know, for children who are discovering Mario for the first time, they can find those commonalities themselves when they get into the Mario games. They're like, oh, I remember that from the movie. So it becomes a sort of two-way reference, you see. So the movies are promoting the games in the same way the games are promoting the movie. And, okay. I don't know if I need all those references per se, but hey, you know, that's what I heard about it, so. Go ahead and keep laboring on that point of why I didn't watch it yet. Because I'm waiting for the stream service. That's why. I think what's weird is what Nintendo's choice of stream service was. Was it like Peacock or something? Yeah, it was something pretty, not as known. I think you can watch it on your Xbox, though, for extra irony. Alright, let's stack up on our goodies before we get into the castle of the hour. Okay. How'd this end up being so short, though? Like, I understood World 4 being short, but I don't know, maybe this game is just a blast to play. That's why I'm doing it so fast. Yeah. Yeah, the levels are just right. I'm telling you right now, this dude should do more shit. Maybe he doesn't need to necessarily limit himself to Super Mario World. Maybe he could branch out. Maybe try to figure out Crash Bandicoot hacking. That'd be my recommendation for him. Whose castle is this again? I lost track. Whatever. Slippery-ass castle. That's what we're doing. Oh no, we got the missile bills. Ah, shoot. I missed you boys from Mario 3. Thankfully, with the power of my red switch, which I got much earlier than the blue switch. Aha! You thought you could dodge us. I'm glad we're not using that particular kind of homing build that scared the fuck out of me in a few of these hacks. I'm like, oh god, it's coming after me. You know, homes in on you on X-axis, but also the Y-axis, and it's really scary, and you're like, ah! It puts Phanto to shame for sure. It makes Phanto look like a fucking candy ornament. I'm not scared of Phantos, but that bullet build that'll just home in on you in like seconds, it's like, oh! Less than a second even. You're like, shit, run! Fast. That's what's scarier than a gun shooting you, is a gun that shoots a bullet that can home in on you really fast. And you're like, ah! You know, we're violating physics here. I just want to tell you that the ice should not be able to appear above lava, but hey, wouldn't be the first time I talked about that. See my Heretic playthrough where I discussed the interworkings of fire and ice within the same level. Although that's always going to be a thing that happens, so that's not limited to Heretic, but I've gotten used to it. You know, like those freeze flame galaxies, or what was it, shiver burn galaxy also? Or some crap like that? Yeah. Hailfire peaks. Yeah. Two tastes that go great together. A case of opposites for the whole family to enjoy. You got lots of temperature, or maybe you don't have it, but nowhere in between. We can't have that. Extremists only, baby. Oof. Alright. Hey, get up. Get out the door. I'm gonna go do the dinosaur. Oh! Okay, it's Wendy's. Well, at least it's not like how I fought Lemmy, because Lemmy was hiding behind shit, and that took a while. I should have mentioned that, because that was making that boss fight difficult. Here, it's just a matter of dodging things, but you're gonna know where to hit her, which is good. Also, she appears to enjoy some lavender. I've noticed the lava is also lavender. Okay. Oh no! What if I keep jumping on the fake ones? How long will this go on? Nope, still not done. Aha! Oh wait, it was enough to destroy her. Hey, how come the lava graphics are still red when you hit the lava when it's not the right color? Bit of an oversight. That is not... I don't think that's the modder's fault, though. Thank you! Eh? Where'd it go? Oh, injury! Wendy Koopa has been defeated on her icy castle. Now it's time to return to ground and explore a spooky island where Larry Koopa resides on his castle. Huh. That is that's an error. I'm going to subtract points off of that one. But no, World 7's a kind of different. And as I may say in many of my Mario playthroughs, World 7 tends to be my favorite. It just works. It just works. I can't explain how it works, but it totally does. And you're a fool for not seeing otherwise. Plus, there's going to be a lot to do in World 7, more than you might think. For whatever reason. But I've divided it nicely, so don't you worry about it. Don't you worry a thing about that. Next time on Super Mario World, The Princess Rescue, I will travel to the spooky continent of yore.